Hello!
Hello!
We are here at the pool.
But who are you?
I'm Celeste and I'm at the pool.
And I'm Morgan and I'm also at the pool.
I want to go swim. Can we go swim?
Yeah, you can go swim. I'm just going to sit here and burn.
That sounds fun.
It is kind of fun. Sometimes you need it.
Anyway, we're on the go a little bit today, but we're also showing a movie.
We are. What are we showing them, Celeste?
It is the 1983
Carnage.
Yes, Carnage. And speaking of Carnage, I may have brought in some piranhas later because it is a really busy day at the pool. And I'm hoping to recreate that beach scene from the movie Piranha.
You brought some too?
You brought some too?
Did.
Great minds think alike. So yeah, we're hoping to unleash some carnage at the pool later. Just for, to recreate movie stuff and for fun, not, because we want anyone to get hurt.
No, but sometimes it's good to get a good laugh too.
Yeah, accidental things happen.
Yes,
so
accidents happen.
We probably just incriminated ourselves. But anyway, it would not be us, it would be the piranhas.
Yes, so we can't be faulted for this. Animals know what they do.
Oh, and Morgan. No, not what you think.
Okay.
We'll get to that later. But I went to a couple places, but one of the places I went to was Lincoln, Nebraska.
That's where you disappeared to?
Yes, my latest disappearance. And I went to a really cool haunted graveyard there.
What'd you find?
Nothing, but some really cool graves. So I'm going to put that footage in here at some point. And you also went to the movies while I was out of town, did you not?
I did. Oh, it was an experience, that's for sure.
And I know you said you made some kind of educational video for me.
I did, because you were asking me how hydrogen, you-know-what works. So I thought I'd try and recreate that. Didn't turn out to be one of my finer moments, I guess. I mean, I'm glad I'm still here. I don't know how that happened, but...
All right, well, I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
Yes.
And the other thing was, Morgan, that... well, I'll tell you about that in a little bit because I'm curious about something and I think we should practice because I heard about a contest and I want to win one.
Yes.
So, let's start the movie and then we'll talk about the contest in a little bit.
All right, get to this movie.
I love you. these for me, will you please? I think this is the one. Yes, this is it. Here we are.
Finally, ours at last.
I forgot something.
What?
There we go. Get the door. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Well, Mrs. Carol Henderson.
Mrs. Carol Henderson. I like the sound of that.
Happy?
I love the house.
So do I. I'm glad we bought it too.
I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Henderson, but I do have to get back to the office. One final paper. I'll need your signatures on this. Last of the probate. You two will be very happy here. It's a lovely house.
You get all the furnishings with it, too.
Yes, and at this price, it's a real bargain.
I want to thank you very much for your patience.
But we never get it settled.
Oh, I'm going to be late. Is the phone working?
It should be on tomorrow.
I'll phone from that store on the corner. You have my card. And if you ever need anything in the future, call me. And thank you again.
Something tells me we're not going to get much done.
Something tells me you're right.
Hungry?
A little?
You want to go for dinner?
Yes, at that little Italian restaurant at the bridge.
You're on, but I don't think we have enough for both of us.
I have some.
I thought you were broke.
Dad gave me a present at lunch.
Oh, good for good old Dad.
Let's get some of this stuff unwrapped first. Jonathan, look. What a beautiful couple. I wonder why they left us here.
They are an attractive couple. Son of a bitch.
Your finger?
I didn't drop it.
Here. I suppose it just fell out of your hand?
I didn't drop it, Carol.
Put it in that drawer over there.
Let's finish the dust cups.
I could use a cup of tea. Do you want one?
Sure. Right now? Come here.
Right now! Right now!
Come here. You know you're a CT?
Come No, I can't get him to stay on it.
You gonna break his arm?
You may have to.
What's that?
Sounds like an old photograph.
You did, real cute.
Must have started by itself. Guess what's on the other side?
What?
I love you truly.
Give it here. Let me go put it over there.
You hungry?
Nah, he's enough. Want to go to dinner? We can celebrate.
We'll have to go. There's nothing in the house to eat.
Take you to a nice seafood restaurant I used to go to. What did you do with my cake?
It's right there where you left it. What's it doing in the sink?
You must have put him there.
My mind must be going. I'm sorry. You want another one?
Nah. Let's get the house straight and we'll go to dinner, okay?
Oh, my God.
On the phone.
But it's turned off.
Was turned off.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
So?
Yes?
Hey, on! Get my bath ready.
I put some bubble bath in it. Make it smell nice.
Bubble bath?
Won't hurt you.
Well, I always wanted to take a bubble bath.
Let's see what I got here. Is that a pistol you got there? You're just glad to see me, big boy.
You're the pistol. It takes a bath later.
What makes you think you're going to get any sleep tonight?
What makes you think you're going to get any sleep tonight?
I think there's an echo in here.
Come on. If I hadn't woken up, God knows what would have happened.
You sure now you didn't leave it on when you went upstairs to bed?
We only just bought the house, Mr. Walsh. I've only used the top front burner to make tea. I'm not in the habit of leaving stoves turned on.
Some valves are hard to turn. Maybe you thought you turned it off and you didn't. I don't see anything wrong with this. It's a good make. I've never had troubles with this before. What can I tell you?
Thank you, Mr. Walsh. Appreciate you coming in on short notice. Here's my card, and you can send the billing to that address.
Starks, huh? I've got a cousin in that business. Here's mine. In case you need anything, give me a call. Mrs. Henderson?
Oh, I'll see you out.
Call me later at the office?
Okay.
So, Morgan,
Yes.
I was on a tropical vacation and I heard an announcement for a banana eating contest. And I was like, if I practice, I am pretty sure I could win a banana eating contest. You gotta get in more here. There you go.
Okay.
So I thought it's probably like the weirdest way to eat a banana wins, or I don't know
I'm not
how
sure
you
either.
win a banana eating contest. I think you first have to open your banana.
I think so.
Can you help me open my banana?
Oh, my
It's just-
Lord.
Yeah. Stubborn banana. Okay, I
There you
failed
go.
right there. But so I always thought we could practice different
Gotta
ways
know
of
the
eating a
secret,
banana
Celeste.
and see what you think the technique is to win. Because if there's a contest, I want to join in. I want to win.
I'm about to embarrass myself. I'm putting my sunglasses on.
Why is it embarrassing? We're going to win a contest with
I'm
this.
sure we are.
I see you try to be, that's like a trick shot.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I figured you could do like the little, like, eat it like it's corn, like.
I don't know. Sometimes I like it.
Oh yeah, that works. And like you can do this like going like this.
But don't recommend trying to put as much of it in your mouth as you can. You will choke.
Really?
Really?
Oh, is choking the goal? Maybe.
Ooh, it could be. Shouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah, we don't want to choke on bananas. So if you're going to do banana eating, make sure that you consider the safety of yourself and the banana. You finished your banana already? You're gonna win.
I just shove it in there. Let it go down.
No.
You can do it, Celeste. You can do it. Hmm? You spit it? Swallow it, Celeste. You can swallow it. You
If
can.
you spit it out, you lose.
Oh.
You can do the thing. That didn't work. I
no.
had a banana.
You want me to finish?
Okay. Do you think we'd win?
I'm terrified to see the playback. I had a mishap with a banana earlier this week. Be careful what you post on social media. I thought it was innocent. I really did. I'm not joking on banana if it's innocent, Celeste.
Well, you know I'm going to have to counter that because, like, we have this thing about
The
practicing
bananas.
to eat bananas.
Yes,
and
we do.
for the contest now, I'm going to be up in my game here.
Do it. Do it.
Anyway, other than that, this movie seems pretty fun.
It does.
I like ghosts and hauntings, and you know, it doesn't quite fit with the day at the pool, but we're gonna make it with the piranhas.
Exactly. Yes. We'll play some
And-
classical music when we dump the piranhas, just to make it more.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Should we do what is it? The Rise of the Valkyries.
Yes.
Yes.
The only thing is we can't show that because we don't. If somebody does end up getting hurt, we don't want to incriminate ourselves.
Yeah,
So
that's
just
true.
if you read about us in the newspaper, I guess you'll know. But other than that, we can't actually show it today. So we will show us having fun at the pool.
Everybody's screaming in terror, can't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. We'll dissect it for you. You'll probably hear a big splash and a lot of screams
Yes. That.
and some maniacal laughter.
Sounds kind of like that. I think I have to work on my laughter too. Like,
I think it's pretty good. I could totally sound like the witch from the Wizard of Oz with the cackle.
oh, do that.
Oh gosh, I could try. I can't do it on command. It just happens. Oh.
Okay, no
Yeah.
cackling. But we
No,
will
no
when we
cackling.
dump the.
It has to be authentic. Otherwise,
Yes.
I can't do it. If it's not authentic, then it's not the same.
Yeah, if it's not a diabolical situation, then. There you go.
Yes. There, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay. Anyway, so we're going to put you guys into the movie when we get back. We are going to visit the Lincoln Graveyard with me. And then after that, you're going to take a trip to Morgan's experience with a movie review and teaching me a new skill.
Yep.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Heather. Damn. Well, Dad, oh, it's working good.
I figured it'd be in by now. How do you like playing house?
Oh, I love the house. Oh, it has everything. You know all those wedding presents that we got? I don't think that I'm going to need any of them.
I'm sending over your mother's linen and silver. Don't need them around the apartment, just more work for Martha. Oh, I got 2 tickets for Jerry Herman's new music on August 7th.
The 7th. What day is that?
That's Saturday night.
I better write that down. Hold on. Damn. Hold on, I'm going to the kitchen for paper, Dad.
What did you hang up for?
I don't know. It's been very strange here the last 2 days, Dad. You ever have a funny feeling that you're being watched?
I did when you were living with me.
Funny, real funny.
Oh, gotta run, hon. I'll call you later. Well, why'd you use your key?
I can't unlock the door with all these packages in
Now
my
come
house.
in.
Don't look at me like that.
Well, you could have put them on the floor.
Who was that on the phone?
It's none of your business.
Oh.
What'd you buy?
What do you care?
Well, did you get enough for lunch?
Of course I did. Was that Carolyn?
Yes.
Everything all right?
I certainly hope so.
Good.
It was only an accident. It didn't cut too badly, did it?
No. Jonathan?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Did you call Tony and tell him about the housewarming?
He and Margaret left the kids at her mother's house for the weekend.
Anne called me earlier this morning, and she says that because of da-da-da-da-da, she and Walter can't get here till Saturday morning.
You want me to leave the radio on for a while?
No, we might fall asleep with it on. You better turn it off. Don't put your wet towel on the end of the bed. It'll warp the wood. Hang it up, please.
Whatever happened with the housekeeper?
Oh, I'm meeting Rose Novak tomorrow. I sure hope she works out.
So do I. This house is too much for you to keep up by yourself. Hey! God, did I have a rough day. I'm tired.
Oh, poor baby.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Good night.
Good night.
My God, Carol, it was only an old phonograph record.
It was more than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Good morning.
When is their housewarming?
Saturday night. There'll be the 6 of us. Tony and Margaret, Walter and I.
Have you and Walter seen the house yet?
Carol didn't want anyone to see the house until she and Jonathan had their party. Mother, I don't want to go.
Just because you and Walter had a little tiff, that's no reason to spoil Carol's housewarming. You'll go. You'll go with a smile on your face. Hungry?
No.
Now, you picked at your dinner last night. You have to have something. You're eating for 2, you know. God, I sound just like a mother.
A better mother I couldn't have. Who else would let me knock on their door at 2 a.m.?
The next time you two pick a fight, pick it at a more humane time, and don't make this a habit. Oh, God, I'm too young to be a mother, and now I'm going to be a grandmother. Whatever will I tell my boyfriend?
You mean Carlos?
Who?
Carlos, that Latin waiter you picked up in the oak room.
I didn't pick him up. He picked me up, and he wasn't a waiter. He was a maitre d'. I don't go to the oak room anymore.
They throw you out for soliciting?
You know you have a very vicious sense of humor.
It's inherited. Where do you hang out now?
None of your business. Hadn't you better call Walter?
What for?
He is the father, isn't he? Shouldn't he be the first to know? Sit.
You're the first to know. I just can't tell him, Mother. I'm afraid he'll think I'm trying to trap him.
What do you mean, trap? My God, girl, you've been married for 3 years.
And it's beginning to wear. Did you and Dad have a rough time of it?
All marriages do. And 3 years is one of the rough spots. After that, it gets worse and worse.
Thanks a lot.
No, dear, it isn't bad. You just have to give your man a lot of rope to wander with in the early years of wedded bliss. Then, every year, you pull it in a little bit without his noticing it. And soon, you won't need it anymore.
I'll give him rope. Enough to hang himself with. Oh, Mother.
Stop that right now. The last thing I want is to play mother to a crying brat. I don't even do that for my patients. Oh, God, I feel uncomfortable. I ought to send you home right now.
I can't even get any love from my own mother.
You got plenty of that nasty stuff when you were in pigtails. Your husband's the one to give you love. Now shut up and drink your breakfast.
I bet you don't treat your patients that way.
I get $85 an hour from them. For that, they get my undivided love and attention.
You want 85? I'll give you 100. I want some undivided love and understanding.
Darling, you and Walter have to smooth out your own lives. He doesn't need a meddling mother-in-law telling him what to do, and neither do you.
But you're sticking up for him more than you are for me. It's not fair. I'm your own flesh and blood.
You know, I sometimes question that.
You should take my side. You're my own mother.
Now, you listen to me, young lady. You're not the easiest person to get along with. Ever since you were a baby, you've been strong-willed and obstinate, and I had my hands full raising you. Your father, God rest his soul, spoiled you rotten for being an only child, and it's taken me years to shake some sense into you. Now, you get right over to that phone and call him at the office and apologize. You've got a good man there, and where are you going?
Somewhere else. Anywhere else. And you can go to hell.
Is that any way to talk to your mother?
I don't want you with my mother.
Young lady, you have 1 hour and 50 minutes to get yourself together. I called your husband, and he's due here at 12 noon for lunch with his beloved mother-in-law and his beloved wayward wife.
You didn't.
I did, and if you are the fine lady I brought you up to be, you'll get back into that bathroom and put on a new paint job and behave like a dutiful wife to your husband.
You know, I can think of about half a dozen four-letter words
I've heard them all and been called by some of the best.
Oh!
Why me?
Watch these steps, Mrs. Novak. They're very steep.
Darling Rose, everyone does.
You don't know how glad I am you can start right away. There's so much to be done. I remember the basement being so full of cobwebs.
Where do you want me to start?
Oh, well, let's start with the boxes right over there. They're dishes and stemware, mostly.
Oh, what are these over here?
Oh, linens, blankets, etc.
Do you want me to take them upstairs after I unpack them?
No, my husband and I will carry them up. We don't want you to do any carrying.
I see that we'll get along just fine, Mrs. Henderson.
If I can call you Rose, you can call me Carol.
Oh, I prefer to call you Mrs. Henderson. I find that, at least for me, a formal relationship works better.
Well, would you like me to take that up to the kitchen for you?
Oh, no, it'll be just fine, thank you. I'll see you later.
Okay, I'll see you later then. Rose Novak. Yeah, she's started already. She lives out here near us. Oh, don't forget that I'm coming in with Jonathan to spend the day with you on Tuesday. Rose? 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 Rose?
Well, there's nothing much we can do but hope and pray she comes out of this.
You'll call us if there's any change, Dr. Marcus.
Of course. Well, never seen anything like this before. The poor woman has no relatives, as far as I can find out. I've checked and called, made many calls, and still nothing.
Check her address.
Hello, hello. So I'm doing a little haunted tour of things, and by tour I mean one place right now. But I am here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and there are a few haunted places in Nebraska. I hope to be able to cover a lot of them at some point. But this one I thought was a really, really cool story because it involved a few of my favorite things. One of which being cemeteries and the other thing being ghosts. Yes, this is a ghost story that I think occurred in this cemetery. So I found a description in a book, and it is really hard to find this information. But given the information that I had in the book, I was able to infer that this is the only cemetery in Lincoln that matched the descriptions in the book. So I am now in Fairview Cemetery, and it's, from what I gather, it started out as a cemetery for like the farmlands around this area and kind of developed from there. And it's not too huge. It's a pretty big cemetery. There's parts I think that are a lot older, but there is a ghost story here that goes pretty far back. And before I get there, I'm going to talk to you about some stuff that I see here. So this is my first time at this cemetery, Fairview Cemetery, and this is a really sad part, but I want to show it. This looks like the baby and small child area. So, because this says Babyland, and there's a statue of the children, so this does make me sad going through here, but it's still interesting that they have a whole section of the cemetery just for these really small children and babies. And a lot of the tombstones here, like a very significant number of the tombstones only have one date on them. So that's something that you don't normally see. Some of them have, you know, 2 dates, which is a short amount of time, but a lot of them just have a 1 date. But yeah, that's Babyland, and I thought that statue and the little plaque were really beautiful. I'm headed towards the front of the cemetery because that is where the hauntings generally are said to occur, right by the front of this cemetery. As I was saying, this cemetery started out as a small cemetery for the surrounding farming communities and ended up developing. I believe that happened in the mid to late 1800s. And the first known sighting of this ghost was actually in the 1920s. The family that came here, like all together, this whole family came here to pay their respects to the dead, I think a dead relative, and they were startled to see what looked like a wounded man crawling on the ground. And the whole family witnessed this. And the story then developed from there. So there were more sightings in the 50s. Again, there was reported sightings of a wounded man crawling through the grass in the cemetery, or like maybe not even necessarily, they didn't say wounded all the time, but just someone pulling themselves or crawling through the grass. Looked like they could have been wounded. Again, in the 70s, there was more reports of somebody that was crawling through the grass. And a lot of people have said that, you know, there have been hundreds of reports apparently of people seeing this. And there was a noted historian in Lincoln, Nebraska, who would talk about these sightings. I tried to look him up, and unfortunately he passed away at a pretty young age, so I was not able to get a hold of him, but I would have really liked to have been able to talk to him about some of these stories because my information was really limited. I could not find much information out about this, which is surprising because the internet has a lot of stuff usually, but when you look for haunted places in Lincoln, this cemetery doesn't really come up. Like I said, I happened to be reading a book, and that is where I learned about it. So I'm almost at the front here now, and there's a front gate at Fairview Cemetery, and there's reports saying, even in recent years, that a lot of people have seen a figure like right outside the cemetery gate, even in daylight, that looks like it's kneeling or laying in the grass. So this seems to be, from all the accounts, the same person or same ghostly figure, because a lot of these reports are very consistent with each other. Somebody that's either crawling through the grass, appears to be wounded, or is sitting, which I thought was really interesting because, you know, a lot of times there's different stories or different ghosts, and this seems to be centered around one specific entity. So I'm going to turn the camera around here so you can see. These are the front gates of the cemetery right here. As you can see, it's Fairview Cemetery. Wayuka, I believe, means resting place or place of rest. And it's right on a busy street right here. But if you look to the side, it's more like fields in this direction over here. I'm not sure exactly where the figure would be normally seen, but as you can see, there's not too much space where it could be. And I'm not seeing anything today, unfortunately. It's always my hope to find a ghost, but I think it's cool just going and exploring here and seeing the area that I was reading about and being able to figure out which cemetery it was, because it was never mentioned specifically by name at all. So this is just my best guess, but it's a pretty educated guess based on all of the information that I had. I found some of the older graves, so I'm pretty excited to show you guys those. I looked, and a lot of these are newer graves, which makes sense if it started out as a really small cemetery that was just for local farmers. And there are some graves that are so old that they're sunken into the ground, or you just can't read the dates on them. They're so worn. But a lot of this cemetery seems really newer, which is interesting then that this would be the site of this ghost story, because a lot of the times when you hear the ghost stories, it's really old cemeteries. But I think that there are sections of this that are really old, and for whatever reason, I think most people gravitate towards finding the really old graves, the really old gravestones. There's just something interesting and special about those. Oh, here's some. That was a older one. They're kind of scattered in here. Like, here's one. Oh, it looks older than it is. But there's some from the early 1900s, and they're kind of scattered in among newer ones, which makes me think that when people were originally buried here, there was a lot of space, and so people were more spread out, and then as time went on, they were placed closer and closer together, which is why you have this mix of old and new. There doesn't exactly seem to be a old and new part of the graveyard. And as I'm walking here, I'm still hoping to see, oh, I would love to see this ghost. So I'm keeping a lookout, hoping against hope that for once I finally see a ghost, because it just doesn't seem to happen for me as much as I want it to. And another thing I noticed about when there's no big mausoleums in this one, there's no giant tombstones. It's actually pretty plain and unassuming from the outside. I think these are the oldest gravestones I've managed to find here. 1880, 1884, 1832. So this, I always, in every graveyard I go to, try to see what's the oldest gravestones I can find. And I believe that these three are the oldest I can find. And they're also some of the bigger gravestones here. There are a few more that are older, but I think that's the best I'm going to do with finding the oldest gravestones here. So this clearly has been around for a long time. I thought it was started in the later 1800s. I think that that's when it became a more popular cemetery, but you can clearly see that people were using this cemetery in the early 1800s, so for quite some time. And like I said, this was all farming community around here, so this was sort of a centralized place for all the local farming community and farmers around here to, I guess, bury people.
What more can you do? I don't want to hear any more about it, hon. It's not your fault.
Somehow I feel it is, Dad. Something happened to her in that cellar.
What could have happened? You said you found nothing.
It has something to do with the house. I just feel it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Sell the house. What, Martha? Sell the house. From what you've told your father, I'd say it had a devil in it. Sell the house.
Martha, they just bought the house.
So what? Sell it.
There's no need for that, Martha. Well, it's only a series of freak circumstances. That's all it is.
I'd like to believe that, Dad. I want to find out more about the history of the house. Why it was closed up for so long, when it was built, who Mark and Susan Webb were.
You told me it was everything you ever wanted in the house. Remember how long it took you and Jonathan to find it?
Sell the house.
And you, Martha, are beginning to sound like a parrot.
The house has a devil in it. Sell it. More wine?
I'm glad you and Ann have this place to get away to. Upstate New York?
It's such a good buy, we can't go wrong with it. It'll be good to get away.
Walter, what is this with you and Ann?
Didn't she tell you?
Only what she wants me to hear. I want to hear your side of it.
I don't know what it is. She's never satisfied. Maybe we're getting bored with each other, I don't know.
You two need a change of routine. I'm glad you got this new place. When's the closing?
We don't know yet, but it should be soon. You know, you should come up and help us renovate. We could use some pointers.
How's work going? You don't have any money problems?
No, nothing like that. When we were going together, we were never bored. Now we seem to run out of conversation.
With Ann, that's hard to believe.
I don't know. When I come home, she wants to go out, and that's the last thing I want to do.
Be patient. Give it some time. It'll work out.
I love Ann.
Have you told her that?
Not lately.
Well, it's magic. 3 little words and it can move mountains.
I got ice cream.
And me on my diet? No, thank you.
Okay, what were you two talking about?
You, of course. What else? Everything revolves around you.
No, if only that were true.
Do you want your ice cream now?
No. Give me a few minutes to catch my breath.
Are you going to tell him or shall I?
Don't you dare. I'm saving them.
Saving what?
Nothing. Did you get the car fixed?
It was just a starter. Everything's fine now.
I'm dying to see their new house. They got all the furnishings with it. Talk about luck.
A lot of antiques.
Oh, speaking of antiques, I got a call from your Aunt Bertha. She says you owe her a letter.
Why does she do that? Involve you.
Well, that's all she has left is involvement in other people's lives. Write to her. Now, I hope you two are not going to give me any more trouble. The last thing I need is to be a marriage counselor.
You know, you contradict all the mother-in-law jokes.
All this cheap sentiment, I'm going to be sick.
That sentiment is not cheap. It cost me a lot of heartache. Now, I want you two to be very happy. A marriage is more give than take. Any relationship is. So be patient. Think before you speak, and I don't want to see you two here again. And you, young lady, are going to help me with the dishes.
We're back.
We are so back. And Morgan,
Here it comes. Celeste, just do it. Just do it. I give up.
Morgan?
Yeah.
Morgan?
What?
Why did the swimmer wear a banana peel on their head?
Why do you hate me? Why? Why did they do that?
Keep from slipping in the pool.
So bad, Celeste. That is so bad.
But we ate bananas.
We did eat bananas.
At the pool.
Are at the pool.
And now we have the peel, so we can try it.
This man keep me from slipping?
Probably not, to be honest.
I didn't think so either, but figured worth a shot.
Anyway, so this movie's pretty fun. I actually like it. I love 80s horror, even when it's bad.
Yes.
80s horror is always good.
It is. It is. I don't know.
Oh, can we go back in the pool?
Yeah, or...
You ready to go in the water?
Should we release the fish?
I'm almost ready.
You're almost ready. Okay, next
I think I need to have like a refreshing snack on hand to watch while we do that.
That sounds good. I like that idea.
So I'm going to go get in line and get something from concessions. Yeah, and we should go back to the movie because I need to think of more jokes because you're right, that one wasn't the best one.
No, it wasn't.
But Morgan.
Oh boy. What, Celeste?
Morgan, why did the elephants get kicked out of the pool?
Why?
Because they couldn't keep their trunks up.
That's my level of maturity for humor. I want to see.
You know, you can just go to a zoo and like take a peek.
Oh no! Do you know what's in my head? There's a place in France. Oh no! Oh no! Why? Why is it stuck in my head now?
Well, instead of classical music, we could play that.
There's a hole in the wall.
All right.
My internet-infected brain.
I'm gonna go get some concessions, and you ready the piranhas.
Okay. I'm gonna get them nice and agitated.
Yes. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna have some fun.
You didn't have trouble finding the place.
Nope.
Here.
What's this? Housewarming presents. You better like them.
Did you bring the beer?
No.
You didn't bring the beer.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. How often you two go around buying houses?
Well, this is it. What do you think?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
What happened?
I don't know. I thought I saw something in the mirror.
What happened?
Anne says you saw something in the mirror.
Who screamed? Was that you, Ann?
You scared the hell out of us.
What's wrong with the plumbing?
What do you mean?
Well, I was in the shower and the water turned scalding hot.
Just now, Walter?
Uh-huh.
It's the first time we've used the bathroom since we moved in. It could be the faucet stuck.
Ann, you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I don't know. I was sitting at the mirror brushing my hair, and I must have imagined it.
Must have imagined what?
It was a woman. A beautiful young woman in a wedding dress.
Well, come on, everybody. Let's get dressed and go downstairs. Come on.
Yeah, hurry up.
I don't think it'll take too long. When do you have the closing?
Closing at the end of August.
Good, I can start the 1st of September. Honey, Ann and Walter are having their closing the 1st of August, which means I can start renovating the house in September.
Fabulous. I talked to Ann Friday. She didn't tell me. Congratulations.
Yeah, Laura called and told us last night.
Glad you and Walter got a place upstate. It'll be great for you to get away.
We need it, Carol. I haven't told Walter yet, but we're gonna have a baby. Oh my God! Wonderful. What are you gonna tell him? Tonight? I was saving it for your housewarming. Uh-huh. Where did you first see it?
In the New York Times.
And I couldn't believe the price. We got it for a song.
No, Jonathan and I wish we'd seen it first.
Toast time!
Cody, want to help? Sure.
All right. This is for Ann. And this is for me. And this is for my baby. And this is for Walter. And this is for Margaret. Tony? Okay. I bought this a whole year ago before Carol and I found this place. Little did I know that we'd find such a house.
Renovating.
You think so?
Sure. Be a good idea. You tear out some of the upstairs. Put in a second kitchen. Save a lot of steps.
Stop talking shop. Okay, everybody. Friendship.
Friendship.
And good health.
And lots of money.
Yeah, right. Lots of money. And two.
The new baby.
Hey!
The Chase family is proud to announce within the next 6 months the birth of a boy or a girl by the name
You
of...
devil, you. Why didn't you tell me?
I was saving it for tonight. And to everyone. And to the new house of Jonathan and Carol Henderson.
The Henderson house. Just thought of that.
That's good, Jonathan. Do you ever think of going into advertising?
To Henderson House.
With a few changes.
The Henderson house.
Susan.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I'll go get the broom.
Tony, you want to give me my glasses?
Yeah, sure. We could put in another small bathroom upstairs, since we'll be rearranging the plumbing for the kitchen.
But Carol said on no changes. She likes the house the way it is.
You know, both of us, we can change them.
I'll take that. Put it in the garbage by the sink.
the other way now. This is gonna hurt. Okay, let's all right. Come on now, one more. Hold her hand. Okay, give me a face.
Got the doctor?
I knew something was going to happen. There's something about this house, Jonathan. Martha was right.
Martha?
Dad's housekeeper.
What does she have to do with us?
A lot of strange things have happened since we moved in, Jonathan. At first, I thought it was my imagination. Coincidence. I talked to Dad about it. Martha said she thinks there's a devil in the house. No, now I'm beginning to believe she's right.
Hey, come on now. This is not like you. Now stop it.
I'm sorry.
Hello, everybody. You're here with Morgan. So I told Celeste that I would teach her how to kind of explain to her how a nuclear reaction or a hydrogen reaction would work. I'll try and explain it as best as I can to you guys too while doing my review of Oppenheimer. I went to go see that in the theaters. I had to. I've had fascination with nuclear energy and physics and stuff since I was a small child. It's been fun. Not really, but so I'm just going to keep mixing stuff together and we're going to see where we're at. But I had to explain to Celeste about the chain reaction. So we're going to see what we get because I really don't want to try and replicate that. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. But anyways, I went and saw Oppenheimer, the newest Christopher Nolan movie, in theaters. They actually left halfway, maybe 2/3 through the movie. I mean, I love the subject matter it's about. I was really, really enthralled with his teaching on the hydrogen bomb and whatnot, but how they say theory only gets you so far, and that is true. You've got to be hands-on, which is good. But what I really, really wasn't expecting to see is I wasn't expecting to see more of like a love story and just love triangles and things like that. Like, yes, I get that he probably did do that in real life. I know that he was known as like a womanizer and all this stuff, which is fine and dandy, but I'm there to see more bombs and not boobs, which just happened to be how it went. And it was like, oh boy, so let's try this. I shouldn't try this, but we're going to, because I'm mixing chemicals, which is always fun. Come on, get in the pocket. That's good, too. Concoction for sure. When I saw that, I liked, like I said, the teaching and all that, and then how they were talking about, you know, the ultimate decision to make the first hydrogen bomb, which is obviously going to impact a lot of people, and not knowing what exactly it could do. And I thought that was cool. They put the emphasis on that. I did like how they tied in the history and a lot of stuff to it. What I was sad, and this is what people don't really realize about that famous quote that Oppenheimer is quoting, it's actually from the Bhagavad Gita. And I can't recall the original quote right now, but it was definitely a misquote when he said that I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. There is a full couple lines that go with that, and I understand that came to his mind when they realized, like, oh boy, we've got the hydrogen, you know, we've got this. Which, you know, I get it, I totally get it, but now everybody just knows it as I have become death, destroyer of worlds. If you can do that full quote for me, anybody, that would be freaking awesome. Because I tried Googling it, I can't find it. And I do have a copy of the book right here, but I need to reread it before I can find it. And right now I'm kind of just going through the book like, oh, I like that quote, I like that, I like this, and I like that. So I haven't gotten to the part where that is quoted in this book. And it's really funny that I'm doing a review on a Christopher Nolan movie because I have accidentally seen all of Christopher Nolan's movies and his projects without meaning to. Well, meaning to. I went and saw the Batman movies in the theater. Let's see. Oh, he's done a lot. And, you know, his cinematography just gets better and better and better. But the storylines, and I don't know who he's got writing for him at the moment, I'm just like, oh boy. Like, we're really going to focus on, you know, again, love triangles and things that have nothing of no significance as to what the man's actual job was. So that I was hoping to see more of a professional biopic, or however you say it, on Oppenheimer. But I mean, it's pretty good. It like I said, it's good. It's good. Now I'm going to violently shake this, which I probably should do. The shake. Let's see what happens. That was a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible idea. But then again, I think that was the moral conundrum with making... Oh, I hate this gear. Get it off. Just get it off me. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I have now survived, I'm pretty sure, a nuclear fall. This is stuck. It's so stuck. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Welcome to Morganville. That's what I call this. Oh, my hair. Oh. Ooh. Why? Leave my welding goggles on. Yes, I'm using welding goggles, which I'm sure is also not a good idea. So anyways, as I say, if you get a chance to go see Oppenheimer, I recommend you do it. I enjoy Christopher Nolan's films. Yeah, a little sad because I thought it was more bombs than, or should be more bombs than boobs, but it happens. That's life. And, you know, I'm a girl, so I don't know. Anyways, I am going to figure out what to do here because I screwed up, Celeste. I screwed up really bad. Really, really bad. Oh boy. You know what? I hope the animals are going to be okay. That was a big blast. And somehow I'm still here, so that's got to tell you something. Maybe I didn't mix it. Maybe it's not nuclear. I don't know. It's glowing green. I'm going to let you guys go. That's my review on Oppenheimer. It was good. And it was okay. As you know, with me. See you soon.
I feel awful. Is Margaret going to be all right?
She's fine. The ambulance took her to emergency, and then Tony's taking her home. No.
Walter and Anne should go, Jonathan. The house doesn't want them here. The house doesn't want us here. Make them go, Jonathan, please. Please.
Do you hear what you're saying? It's nonsense. Now stop it. Walter and Anne are leaving the first thing in the morning.
And today, all of us here assembled on hallowed ground have shared moments of joy and sorrow. Walter Chase was a man loved by many. A man whose life was cut short by an unfortunate accident. A man with whom we shall all be reunited at some God-chosen future time and place. Let us all now, each in his and her own way, say a silent prayer.
I don't know, Jerry. I said I don't know. Hold on a minute, Jerry. Yeah, Judy, what is it?
Your wife is on 3. Should I tell her to call back?
Tell her to hold on.
About the Golden appointment. Should I change that to next week?
Good idea, Judy. Jerry, look, let's get together next Tuesday and we'll hash it out.
Mrs. Henderson, I'll be with you in a moment. Oh, thank you for that lovely engagement present. No, I'm going to quit on him. At least not for a couple of years. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you remember when I told you last night that I wanted to find out more about the history of the house? Well, I'm down here at City Hall.
What did you find out? Did you find out anything more about the probate?
I'm meeting a Willis Carp here at 11:30 at City Hall. Yes, I know Jonathan. No, he used to know Mark and Susan Webb. That's right. Jonathan, I don't know.
Excuse me, are you Mrs. Henderson?
Yes, I am.
I'm Willis Carp. We have an 11:30 appointment.
He's here, and I've got to go. I'll call you later. Bye-bye. It's not 11:30 yet.
I know, but I'm running a little ahead of schedule this morning. It was very rude of me to interrupt you that way while you're on the phone, but we live in rude times, Mrs. Henderson. The whole world is rude. Years ago we had manners with beauty around us. Now it's anything ugly as a way of life. People have forgotten how to live with manners, so you do the same thing. You wake up one fine morning and you find her rude just like the rest of them.
Stockroom? Yeah, Barbara, what is it? Oh, well, put him on. Jonathan? Uh-huh. When? Today. What time? Does it have to be done today? All right. I'll catch the 1:30. Someone will be there? And just give it to her. What time are you due back here? You're not. Okay, I'll see you Monday then. Bye. Oh, Jonathan. You have a 10 o'clock appointment on Monday. Don't forget. The Hooper account. Very funny. Bye.
The house was bought in late spring of that year. The closing was in April, and they took possession immediately. I knew them very well. He used to come in with her all the time, and they'd insist on taking me to lunch. They were such a beautiful couple. They loved each other very dearly. Their whole lives with each other. He spent years restoring that house. And the research we did, my, the three of us. You know, they spent almost all their spare time searching out the original furnishings before the house fell into disrepair. Then they lost their baby. We were heartbroken. They wouldn't talk about it. They just worked harder and harder restoring the house. I used to be a house guest on weekends, and you could feel that house come alive with their love and their adoration. And then it happened.
What?
Susan found a lump in her right breast. They went to a doctor, and he ordered an operation. But it was too late. The cancer had spread too far. They did everything. Doctors, everything. No use. On August the 10th, it'll be 3 years ago this month, Mark and Susan Webb died of gunshot. On the anniversary of the day they took possession of their house. Please, excuse me a second.
All right, Morgan. I put the bag in one end of the pool. You put a bag in the other end of the pool. They're
Now
going
we
to
wait.
chew through, so we're going to wait. And while we do, we're going to have some ice cream and enjoy the mayhem we're causing.
Mm-hmm. Do we give them a heads up? Do we yell piranha?
Let's wait. Someone will do it for us. Oh, I'm hearing some shrieking.
Oh.
I think people are getting scared.
Oh. Oh.
I need more ice cream for this. Don't try to get out.
That's not gonna happen. Oh, This is like a stampede. Ooh, 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 ooh.
You know what though? For my piranhas, I covered some of their teeth, so they won't actually like kill anybody. I don't want to do that kind of day.
Oh, I didn't do that. I haven't fed them for the last week, so.
Oh, that water's turning red. Guess I'm nicer than you. I was like, no, I don't want to. No, I'm scared.
Yeah, you are nicer than me.
But I have to admit, this is a lot better than my idea.
I don't like that person that one just got. Oh, he's never reproducing again. Oh.
And the trampling is starting. I feel
So if
success.
the piranhas don't get them, they're gonna get each other.
All in all, this has been a very successful day at the pool.
It is.
Well, you guys,
of terror.
we are going to continue to enjoy this wonderful sight. And you guys enjoy more of this movie.
There have been times in history when a soul or a ghost has taken possession of something. Or so it seemed.
Do you think such a thing is possible?
I don't know. Suppose I come over to your place. We could talk. When would you like me?
The sooner the better.
Tomorrow, then. I have an early christening. I could be at your place by noon.
Good.
And you say that objects move. What do you mean?
Well, I'll put something down and I'll turn away, and then when I turn back again, it's not there anymore.
You could have imagined this.
She didn't imagine it. The phonograph was playing the wedding march. You leave a room, you come back in, and things have moved from where you left them.
Let's go inside. Well, after looking it over, I'd say the house seems normal. This figure, the one your friend saw, who do you think it was?
I know who it was. I showed a portrait, the one that Jonathan said pulled out of his hands the first night in the house, to Anne. She identified it as Susan Webb.
The young couple that committed suicide.
Yes. Mark and Susan Webb.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. As I see it, the soul of Susan is controlling, let's say, the soul of the house. They've become one. I don't see any way of resolving the problem except sell the house.
That's the same sound we heard the night you smashed the wedding march.
Look, we love this house. My brother's a real estate developer. He could give you a very nice price on your house. Here's his card.
You better leave.
The door's locked. Come on, let's go through the back.
Jonathan.
Okay. All right, nice and quiet. Let's go. We're going to go to the front door. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, everybody. We're going to go to the front door. Carl, go first. Okay, hurry up.
I'm sorry, though.
It's not your fault.
I can't see any other choice.
I love this house so much.
So do I. I'll get the car ready.
Don't go.
We can't stay. Not now.
Don't go. We will leave you alone. If you keep our house just as it is. I'm sorry.
Carol! Oh my God.
Well, this movie was pretty good, but you kind of got us kicked out of the pool for that piranha.
I got us kicked out. You got us kicked out.
No.
You got us kicked
You were
out.
the one that was like, we should put piranhas. I bought piranha. Wait, I did too. But anyway,
Yeah, you
I think
did.
it was yours with the teeth that got us kicked. Anyway, they politely
Who puts tape on piranha's teeth? Who does that?
They politely, forcefully asked us to leave for the season. So,
More
I guess,
tickets?
Yeah, we're
What'd they get you with?
I didn't actually get a ticket. I just got told this was my first offense and to just give it a break from the pool for the season.
I got egregious bodily harm, public endangerment, possession of an exotic animal without a license, disorderly conduct, which is now the felony disorderly conduct, because this is number 3. I'm done.
I actually got one ticket for like indecent exposure or something because I was doing a happy dance about the piranhas and I had a wardrobe malfunction.
You got us kicked out. It was the wardrobe malfunction.
No. Okay, no, it wasn't any of the other things. It was
No,
it was Well, how do you? Wait, it's a good movie, but come at me.
Anyways,
we'll hex you soon.